When COVID hit, the lives of millions of Canadians were turned upside down. I went from being a conference host and speaker to seeing every gig cancel. Hundreds of thousands of businesses and all who depend on them were impacted. And everywhere you turn, there was this fire hose of negativity feeding our uncertainty and our insecurities. Something had to be done. We had to talk about possibilities and with positivity. So I approached RBC with an idea to do a podcast. First, we would feature small business heroes and bring in thought leaders to help them get to where they want to go. And then we'd move to talking about ordinary people who are doing extraordinary things. To date, we've produced over 60 podcasts and over 50 radio shows. Many are woman-led. We crossed Canada to get a diversity of culture and economic activities. And each week, our audience became immersed in positive and uplifting stories about possibilities, potential, and the life lessons that inspire us to do more and to be more. And what a guest list. Harry Connick Jr., Chris Hadfield, Brian Baumler, Dr. Ann Kavokian, Michelle DeManuel. Dozens of people came on board and shared their life stories, the challenges they face, and what they're doing to overcome them. And today that content is not just a podcast and radio show, it's studied in schools and shared by associations. And all of this is possible because of RBC. You didn't just show up with sponsorship dollars, you bought into the end game of how important during these times it is to talk about possibilities. Across the organization, you provided content and expertise and passion to the podcast, and behind the scenes, you worked tirelessly to help find an audience. For all of that, I want to thank you. But RBC, I also want to thank you on behalf of all of Canadians. So I spent the last 15 months learning what you do beyond banking to help everyday Canadians and small business owners get to where they want to go. Take, for example, Future Launch. It's a $500 million 10-year program to help Canadian youth find and pursue their path in life. RBC Climate Blueprint, they're providing $500 billion in sustainable financing. RBC Training Grounds. We all talk about Canada wanting to own the Olympic podium, but to do so, aspiring athletes need the time and resources to train. That's what RBC Training Ground does. RBC First Up, with RBCX Music, it's helping emerging artists in Canada with mentorship and dollars to find the audience their talent deserves. Diversity, RBC is a 2-time winner of the Catalyst Award. This prestigious global award recognizes organizational diversity and inclusion initiatives. Accessibility, RBC is investing in programs to make the world more accessible. They're investing to end systemic racism, providing capital, and investing in initiatives like the Black Atlantic Experience to share stories to remove biases. They're teaching Canadians about financial literacy and so many more initiatives. RBC, thank you for being bold, for being brave, and doing so much to matter to Canadians, to matter to our lives, our livelihood, our businesses, our communities, and our planet. Thank you for making tomorrow happen.